really strong, and the fact that he gets to play around with almost no stuns against him might be allowing him to dominate the laning phase.
The laning phase would be interesting though. They might actually lane.
The Ancient Apparition has to leech half the experience of that
D9's
gyrocopter.
Yeah,
3v2, Cold Feet, Rocket Barrage, first blood spilled by Xiao Wei, and I really am not sure if he should have even been on the bottom lane. It doesn't feel like he's contributed all that much, just to maybe cost CDEC a couple of tangos, and Yao can hold this lane by himself with the charge. We're going to see Shiki caught in the middle here, trying to bring down MMY, got caught in by the Avalanche toss, and that's going to be enough to bring him down, make it a 1-for-1.
Still level 2 though, you don't really get it that early most of the time. Like maybe at level 3, so it's hard to say. I mean, you don't really, because like it's very not so useful at the start of the game.
Yao committing really hard and just going to be hit by the Cold Feet. Aggressive might not even die here. Xiao Wei doesn't have another spell. He'll go for the stun on Garter, but can't get in range up against Aggressive. Garter's fine, and Aggressive will kill Xiao Wei with the Chilling Touch right clicks. One more delivered. Aggressive now 1-0-2. Garter walking away 2-0-1. They are unfortunately just feeding down bot. The Clockwork. He just wants to start making things happen here. He's only got the bottle and boots, but with the hook shot, could find an opportunity. We're gonna see Xiao Wei here gonna get gone on by Shiki, and yeah, they have enough damage to bring him down. Another death for the Lina, unfortunately, and the Tiny and the Wisp too distracted and farming creeps. They went for their stack. They cleared out this camp here nicely.
But unfortunately, she was just way too weak, and Bisterback is gonna kill the Clockwork here. At top,
yeah.
One more right click.
Yep, the Clockwork, unfortunately, like without boots, that was just the movement disadvantage. Now we're going to see MMY caught out a little bit here, but he's got the tether, and you're going to see a lot this game that he gets out of a bad position. Instead, they turn it on Aggressive. A huge kill if they get it, and they will find it with the charge.
Whenever they catch the Tiny.
So maybe makes his way towards the mid, but with the Radiant Observer ward, Garter gets at least some distance here. Maybe trying to consider the Ancient Deny, because he is going to get caught by 1 stun, 2 stun, and the hook shot in. Going to get the toss onto multiple heroes, but Yao's still going to go down to that Cold Feet, and Shiki won't pursue. So that is actually initiation on the lowly Ancient Apparition support before offensively it cost him his life. So he's playing very reserved now and just kind of trying to keep himself up. Doesn't have a TP for the bottom lane where we're going to see Aggressive get charged. Avalanche, toss, and another kill on the Gyrocopter. A big one at that, but he'll do some damage in return. Big Searing Chains Ice Blast, and now MMY's caught out. That's actually going to be him going down to the Flame Guard, and triple kill for Shiki, completely cleaning around. Now the Clockwork is here, connects onto Xiao Wei, but doesn't get him in the cogs thanks to the trees. Bouncing him back, but still getting locked down. An ultra kill for Shiki in the end, and that is the kind of start you need on your Ember Spirit. Now flying to the top of the net worth charts and looking really good. And his team cleans up hard.
It's gonna go into, I think, SMY as well, so he would have a lot of HP compared to the normal Facebook build here. He's gonna be much more survival, but the relocate is gonna come in here.
Double cog knockback on Yao, but XZ will still be falling. Lina gets that KS. She suddenly has her boots. And now we're going to see actually MMY just waiting for the relocate to end. No, will survive long enough, and they're just going to bounce out. Siler will fall. Xiao Wei going to get caught by the Searing Chains. He's gone as well. Yao trying to get one lucky bash to bring down Aggressive. He's not going to get it. Yao will not kill the Gyrocopter until the last possible second. But in the end, at least he gets the kill, 1-for-1. But overall, a bloodbath here in the Radiant jungle. 3 for 3.
The 4 right clicks and there was no bash as well. But still managed to get the kill at the end. And there's going to be a charge.
Ooh, hook shot coming in. We're going to see MMY used as ammunition, and Shiki's going to clean him up quickly. Now maybe all by himself with no Wisp to carry him out of this. But they are going to charge here onto the Ember Spirit. Window's Curse on Tiny, stunning him up. Shiki going to get the chains and get away. Big call down on Yao. And he's farming the Ancients while farming heroes here. Flag Cannon coming out. And now Aggressive is going to get a huge Ancient stack, and there's nothing LGD can do about it. Losing 2 in this situation he was in.
They didn't know about the dagger. They didn't know about the dagger. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, and there actually another blink stun comes in, but he's already gone, at least getting some distance out. But the Light Swiper, he does follow the bash, and they will Laguna him down. That's a godlike streak for the Tiny. Maybe who just picked up his blink dagger now has 930 gold, and even the Lina gets 170 out of that. They're going to try to go Roshan off.
This run on Clockwork, you see them doing the Ancients.
He actually could just lock Siler in the Ancients right now with the Cogs and then stay on the MMY so that he can't relocate out. If he stays on MMY, there's no relocate. He's going to get tossed onto MMY, but gets Tiny in the Cogs. There's going to be a Spirit Breaker charge across, but a call down onto 2 heroes. A huge Winter's Curse as well. Aggressive is going to be cold embraced. A little bit odd there, but Zhao 8 still going to be nuked down. And that's going to be, well, I thought it would be it, but MMY and Siler want to try to get some return kills. Unfortunately, everybody's too high in HP. The Urn comes out for XZ, and Siler can't find anything. At least still finish the Ancients, but Shiki's even trying to zone him off of that. Gets the Searing Chains. No more follow through from there, though, and the Ancients should at least go to Siler.
Yeah, but that was still a very big loss for them, losing the Tiny there. Still a big gain for CDEC, and they're going to be able to assert more map control.
Always going to be in position to use it, unfortunately, so it's still going to be a pretty hard game. Speaking of hard game, the 1-8 Lina trying to go for Bracer Gaming, but she's about to be smoked on. Battery Assault is all you need, or sorry, the Rocket Barrage is all you need to actually kill him, but Force Staff almost saves his life. Aggressive still hits, and now it's actually the Spirit Breaker without a Force Staff to get out, kind of be picked off as well. They have to rat this now. Tiny up on top lane, still without the Aghanim Scepter, forces Shiki to rotate, attacking the cursed target. Will have a 70% damage reduction. We're gonna see actually.
They have the Centaur Aghanim's ulti on them.
Essentially, yeah. MMY caught inside the Cogs. The tether, oh, he doesn't get out. The link was too close in proximity. You need a little bit more distance there to get the pull out. So he's not able to evade the Cogs, and he actually just gets killed off. In mid here, Zhao 8 almost gets hit by the Searing Chains, but it hurt quite a bit. Now maybe with the Blink, toss, Avalanche. No, he jumps out before the Light Strike Array. Oh my! Gardner now pursuing on the maybe. Aggressive and Q have joined the party, and maybe will head for the hills. Looks like he'll be able to get out though. They don't want to pursue the Blink Tiny, and they'll just leave it at that. Missing a few kills, but still overall maintaining their map advantage. Tiny, where are you going, man? Maybe into the enemy base just to TP out with some flare. Oh, XZ going to be taking some damage here. BKB coming out for Siler, and they're going to relocate in the Tiny as well. So Shiki's going to have to head for the hills, jumping and flying as far as he can with the Fire Red. There's the toss of the Bristleback, going for the Viscous Nasal Goo. It's animation cancelled by the Searing Chains.
Situation is very strong on him.
One big issue for LGD is they don't have any vision mechanics to see inside the pit right here unless they're already charging a target or the spirits are connecting. So Sal's going to have to walk it in, and this is going to cost them if they are punishing it. Q, though, goes up to the high ground here just with his Arctic Burn. And now they're going to look to go for the hook shot here. The Cogs will keep Siler out of a defensive position, and Tiny Toss is not going to do enough damage to burst down Shiki. The beautiful combo coming in. The Winter's Curse locking everybody down. They are going to force the Aegis away from Shiki, but still Siler dropping very low here, and then Y relocates him to safety. So it looks like the Wisp will most likely fall. The Tether going to be hard to bail him out, and there is no Glimmer Cape. But all the same, I mean, still getting away from a tough position. Going for the Light Strike Ray. Siler's going to try to fight this. The Laguna onto Shiki, and he dodges it with the Sleight of Fist. Siler's now caught in the cold feet, going down, and they're going to be jumping with Shiki to run him down as well. Oh my, what a fight from CDEC. Able to get a huge pit, and obviously there are some drawbacks to that. Called down with the curse and everything of that nature. I mean, even the power cogs are actually a pretty good counter. But we're going to see Yao jumping in anyways. He will connect with the Charge of Darkness here, relocating in, but it's a huge club for the Winter's Curse. Q going to be able to put the Winter's Curse down on the Tiny. Siler fighting his ally, and they're going to be focusing both cores down. MMY can't relocate either of them out, and Siler is on the run with the BKB. Halberd or not, he's taking a lot of damage. The BKB expires, and Shiki will chain him. The cold feet will not be broken. He will be force-stabbed down, and now he's going to be right-clicked down. Comeback passive can only do so much. It's a double kill. Like Street Fighter if he wants more. Going for MMY here, out by the base, but the Glimmer Cape at least gives MMY some distance here. Aggressive still looking for him, but MMY tethers out. In the meantime, the mid-tier 3 in shambles. They have the Glyph of Fortification. They'll use it now as all 5 heroes converge onto this tower, but without a buyback on any of the deceased, LGD are going to be losing a lane of racks.
Might even actually be more though. There's still 30 seconds on the Bristol. No, they're actually gonna go back.
Smoke it. I mean, at this point, Dire don't see that, and they might be caught off guard here, just jumping in and grab Steve. They won't hit the hook shot, but they will hit Zhao 8 4-staff, double 4-staff, Glimmer Cape to get him out, and he is actually going to be able to make it back to the fountain, but Cheeky finds Yao, gets a good crit on him, he won't even be able to charge, and Siler now pops the early BKB. He's going to be focused down inside the cogs, maybe coming in, a big Avatos, but Aggressive is still alive, and the Winner's Curse comes out on the Tiny, stunning them all. Cleave actually fills off Aggressive, and they'll bring down Cheeky as well. Now it's going to be Garter going down. A huge kill streak ended, and actually going to be a ton of gold going the way of LGD, but they will lose the Tiny. It looks like they'll lose the Bristle. No, Siler wins out in the man fight against the Ember Spirit and gets himself a double. Let's check these gold swings. 2,800 gold. That's almost 3,000 gold for the... Yeah, also Tiny only has 12 armor as a result. He'll get +5 with the AC, but yeah.
Guess a one shot, because you don't exactly get no storm on that hero.
Certainly not. Yeah, gonna be powering his haste, but Tyler gonna go toe-to-toe with Aggressive. Immediately going for the Halberd, trying to force out an early BKB in this spot. But we're gonna see a good hook shot, locking down Yao. Still, it's gonna be the Tiny that is the focal point here, crossing up the AA. The Ice Blast is already out. Tyler looks to be shattered, but he's glimpsing away. Maybe he's actually gonna be the one isolated. He'll kill MY, unable to get the relocate out, and he's now running on the sides. He'll get Siler away. At least he'll get one of his 2 carries out of dodge, but even still, oh my gosh, could they actually try for this? I don't think so. It's too far away. He doesn't have the blink. This is going to be just a sacrifice of the Wisp, and without buyback, they look to hold the high ground.
Okay, so the game just went back to where we were a couple of minutes ago. Maybe he wanted to go back and fight, but it was so far away.
Yeah,
so
I mean, you need like 3 blinks to make that happen.
Or he felt that they needed to buy back anyway to defend here. Right now, so.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, you have. This is where you draw the line. 2 sets of rack you can't come back from in this position. But we're gonna see maybe at least get the toss on Ashiki, force him to remnant away, guarding Grief, skilling people up. And now they look to go back in. Siler here, turning his back, getting some good close plays out, but he will be chain stunned pretty heavily here. The cold feet afflicting him, the homing missile coming in. They get the hook shot as well, but Siler pops the BKB. Aggressive is down to 500 HP without much life steal, and he's going to have to go in full retreat. So now maybe actually can do something here. Goes into the avalanche, doesn't connect. Garter forces down, and it looks like they're all just going to head home. They can heal, they can get the mana, but the fact that they didn't lose racks here. Oh, they're relocating in, trying to go further. Siler can commit to this with this hefty HP pool and all this armor. Getting the Quill Sprays, getting the Viscous Nasal Goo onto Garter. He'll be bashed down, and they'll look for at least one more here. Blink, Avalanche coming out, maybe with another BKB. The Winter's Curse coming up in just 3 seconds, maybe on the run. He'll be hit by the Sleight of Fizz. Killed off now. Yao getting 4-staffed out, but the curse keeps on Siler. Siler gets taunted and turned back the other way. He'll be dropped down here with the Solar Crest, and MMY will fall as well. It's a 5-man wipe. It's a GG. It's a 2-0 sweep for CDEC Gaming.
Man, they played the game so well, but I think LGD's I mean, this game, the last game was majorly like the heroes, very little room for mistakes, but this game I think it was like they were very greedy and very risky. Usually